Hi, welcome to the Academy. This is Jeni Wren of Gritty Birds Podcasting. 15-minute or less videos where I'm going to show you a technique, a piece of gear, something about audio. All of these are going to help you become better at creating content, better at getting your voice out there, and more confident in everything that you're doing online. It is great to see your face today. I've got something that I'm really excited to share with you, and it is the Deity Lav. Today, we are going to be heading back in time to when I was in Iowa in our RV studio. I've got a review coming up. It's going to also have a piece where I'm going to tell you a little bit about a counter review that some friends went ahead and shared with me, and I'm going to share that with you. And we're going to have a lot of fun. This particular video is a little more technical savvy. I'm going to be showing you not only my review of the mic and all the pieces that are in it, but we're also going to go into how to use Ladiocast to be able to do some routing along with Soundflower. Enjoy, and I can't wait to talk to you guys a little bit later. Hey friends, this is Jeni Wren Stotrup of Gritty Birds Podcasting, and this is the Gritty Birds Podcasting Academy. Hi! Today we're going to be looking at the Deity Lavalier microphone, and I'm going to be giving you my feedback on it, and we're also going to be opening it up. Let's take a look. All right, so this arrived. I bought this from Amazon, and it was recommended in some of the forums as I was doing research for a couple friends and clients that needed lavalier microphones, specifically for video, for weddings, for being able to go live, and this was highly recommended, and it's only $50. It came with a couple different things. It came with a cleaning kit, and it also came in its box. So the cleaning kit is pretty simple. Let's take a look, see what's in here. It's got a couple gloves. I'm not really sure what that's about. It also came with a little brush right here so that you can like brush things off, I suppose. I'm guessing for the microphone. I've never seen that particular need before, but now I have it. And I don't really, it also came with a cleaning cloth. Oops. I'm really not sure what this glove is for. They're both left-handed, so like it has kind of a like grippy on it. So I'm not sure if it's so that you can hold your camera really tight or what, but it's got two of them. I'm guessing these are all really helpful for the camera versus the lavalier, since lavaliers don't have screens. We've got the warranty. It's showing that you get a 12-month extended warranty, and if you register it, they'll go to 24. So that's a pretty good warranty. So it's showing that it's omnidirectional. It's got a dynamic range of 83 decibels, and the frequency range is 500 hertz to 20 hertz. All right, so in the case itself, it's a nice hard case, which is great if you're traveling. And of course, any kind of lavalier mic, you're going to want to have that sturdiness. And we've got our mic. So right here, it's nicely wrapped. It's got the cable tie on it. And then here is the little case, and on the back is our, if we open this, you can see our batteries. So let me close that. A little slide and pop. There it is. This has a TRRS connection, so that's tip, ring, ring, sleeve. And that is different than your regular headphone setup. And that is tip, ring, sleeve. That means that the audio is just coming out when it's TRS. So it means your headphones are going to have that. If it's TRRS, that means tip, ring, ring, sleeve. So you're both sending and receiving signal. Another place you've probably seen this is on your Apple headphones. Tip, ring, ring, sleeve. Inside the container, we also have a windshield. So a little puffy puff. And this is perfect for being outdoors. And it comes with a second little microphone cover. That way, if you lose your first one, you're not out in the dust. It has a nice long cable, which is fantastic because I'm going to be using this with my DSLR so that I can have extra, extra nice video. Right now, you're watching this filmed in my Iowa temporary RV studio, and you can watch that video about how I set this up. That link is below. All right, so here's the microphone itself. It's got a clip, pretty standard. And then that is our mic. So it's an omnidirectional condenser mic, which means it's going to be picking up the entire room. So this mic right here, the Audio-Technica BP40, this is a dynamic mic, but it acts in ways that some condensers do a little bit. So it has a little more warmth, a little bit more room tone, where this is going to be picking up the whole room. One thing to know about lavalier microphones is that you do need to boost the signal. It's not going to be super loud. So if you're going live, you're going to want to use something to make that louder when you're going live. And if you're recording it with your camera, you're going to want to boost it in post. So I'm going to connect this straight into my computer. Make sure that's nice and tight. Now I'm going to thread this through my shirt. And now it's connected. In order for you to be able to hear this mic, there's two ways that I can go ahead and set this up. In your program itself that you're using, you can choose that mic, and that would be the built-in mic choice. You can also set it straight in System Preferences. If I have it chosen in my program that I want it to be the same as System, every time that I set it in here, it's going to go ahead and send that signal. Whatever program that I open to, if it says same as System, it's going to choose this. In my program now, I'm recording in Ecamm Live. I'm going to go ahead and change to this microphone so you can hear it. All right, so now I'm talking, and that's pretty loud actually. So I see that it's spiking red, so I'm going to pull this back a little bit, and I'm going to record again. So at times your lavalier microphones are going to be really quiet though. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the other way that you can go ahead and change it that I prefer. And to do this early, I'm going to go ahead and click on this. I downloaded a program called Soundflower. This is something you need to download. I'm going to push this right here. Soundflower is the name of it. It makes those connections different so you can change your levels and have boosts in this other program. So the other program that you want to download is called Ladiocast, and this is the first video on me showing you a little bit about Ladiocast, and there's a couple other programs. These two are free. I'm now in Ladiocast, and there's a couple things I want to show you. First of all, this is our Babyface Pro, and I can change our levels here. So we have input 1, input 2, and I'm actually going to make this 0 because I don't want to pick anything else up from the second signal. Right here is our built-in microphone, and we're still recording in that microphone in the setup that we have right now. So I'm going to go ahead and change my program to Soundflower here. So now we're coming back through the Babyface Pro, and I'm noticing that the audio is even a little quieter on here, so I'm going to raise it back up a little bit in my program in Ecamm Live so that it's back to about where we had before. So your levels are going to be different if you're using this mixer versus if you are using your program itself straight in. Now, there's reasons why you want to do this, and it has to do with when you're going live. This is really helpful if you have other instruments, and it's also really helpful if you have super low mics and things like USBs where you want to boost a signal but don't have another way to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to this built-in microphone. Notice that's pretty loud. Ha! That's too loud. So I'm going to pull this audio back. Hey, hey, hey! Do you see how that's a little bit better? Perfect. I'm going to now unclick here. And now I've clicked the built-in microphone and we have the sound coming from here. So it looks like it's a nice level. All right, so if I raise this here, it's gonna be higher. And depending on your computer, you might have a little bit different. And then this allows me to just straight boost. Yeah. So I'm testing really quick the levels in here because I don't have it set up for the paid program with Ecamm. And this is a cheat that you can do. It sounds a little bit not great. Now I'm going to switch and I'm noticing this is really quiet. So now, hey. So you can see right here, I was able to get those sounds a little bit more even. So whatever sound system you're doing, if you're doing a mix, you can either play and record and see it in the program, or you can go ahead and do like a sound check so that these two levels are even. And then when you're done with that, I recommend taking a photo of it or a screenshot so that you know what that level is like. And that way you're not getting spiking levels that are all over the place, which can be really a pain to set up. So this is a photo of all the settings. This is my Babyface Pro. I have it set with 6 decibels of a boost, and they're both to channel 2. That's what we have it currently set to. And then Ecamm has it set here. I'm guessing this is about like 45. And then I have it set down for my built-in microphone was at about like half with a 12 decibel boost. Yeah, so here I have my gain set, and it's set here at 40. And don't worry about this. The main thing is the gain is set at 40. So if it's at 40, we've got a 9 here with a 6 decibel boost for the Babyface Pro microphone. And then for the built-in output, I've got it plus 12 at about half. And I could play with this to sort of get like the really good sound later on. And then notice again that the Soundflower is over here at full. So if you have those settings every time, this level of audio that you're listening to right now is going to exist. So from what I've noticed with this microphone, it's got a pretty good sound. It's been really nice to use, and I'm excited to be able to use it with my camera. I still prefer the sound of my main microphone, but I have noticed some things that I like about having a lavalier. I've often been someone who didn't love lavaliers, but the big thing is that I don't have issues when I have sound changes. So, hey, this is really nice. Hey, that's not very nice. The other big thing is you don't want to have a lot of clinky things because of the fact that those are going to pick up on a mic. They're going to pick up on any mic, but a condenser mic's going to pick up more. So if you've got like a lot of very common ones are going to be keyboard typing, right? Another common one is going to be like jangling of bracelets. You're going to hear that one. Or if you have really loud earrings, those are going to pop up really prominently. And the same thing will happen when you're using things like Apple earbuds. So if you have guests and you're hearing those sounds, before you go in, make sure you prep them. If you have yourself, this is not the day to be wearing your giant hoops if you are going ahead and recording this way. Hey, it's me again, and I'm going to give you a counter take on this particular piece of gear. One thing that happened was that the friends that I had done some research and sent this to, they actually tried it and they didn't have as good of an experience as I did. One thing about inexpensive gear is that it's not always made the same. When you're doing mass productions and something is $50, you gotta understand that some of them aren't gonna work, or they're just not gonna work as well with your system. And for them, they had a consistent low buzz that was happening, and they also noticed that there was some static. And finally, that piece that held together the battery pack just totally was very flimsy for them, much worse than mine. And I will say that when I first had that experience, the first video I made, it like completely popped off. And you got to be really careful with that particular unit if this is the lav that you end up getting. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, so that's my idea on the Deity. It's been a good lav. I haven't had any issues with it, and I'm excited to see how it works with my camera. That's going to be a video back when I'm in Portland, but hopefully this gives you a good setting. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I am Jeni Stottrup of Gritty Birds Podcasting, and this is the Gritty Birds Podcasting Academy. So go ahead, subscribe below, and give any feedback or any questions that you have, and I'll be able to let you know more things future. Of course, if you have any questions, you can join us in the Academy. All you have to do is take one of my classes, and I'll have more information at any time. So whether you've watched this the day it came out or you're watching this in 6 months down the line, if you go to www.grittybirds.com/academy, you'll find out exactly how the Academy access is happening at this moment today. So go ahead and check that out. That is a group and a community where I'm able to answer questions to you directly about all of these different things. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will catch you very, very soon. Signing out, this is Jeni Stottrup. Bye.